guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to talk about the movies that we're looking forward to for the remainder of 2025. So kind of like
That's
a
right.
semi, middle of the year, most anticipated, like we did at the beginning of the year.
Kind of a reevaluation, because we always do a most anticipated at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But things change. You find out about like more, movies than at the beginning of the year. More are announced. And then sometimes, as I've found looking back at my most anticipated of the whole year, there are some movies that I don't really care about anymore that were on my list.
Well, sometimes you don't really have a lot of information that you're working with a lot of times at the beginning of the year. And then you start to see posters and trailers, and you're like, oh, this doesn't look too great.
Yeah.
And a lot of movies on our list, though, we have already seen.
Yeah, that too. So
as well. So, and there's a new crop that has been kind of announced. So
yeah. So we thought we would just do a updated rest of the year list. So
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I think one of mine was on the list at the beginning of the year that is still on my most anticipated. But before we get into it, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, we talk about movies, TV, entertainment news, all that kind of stuff. You like that kind of stuff, the kind of content, hit the subscribe button.
yeah. Also like video.
Like the video, like she said, and then leave us a comment down below. What are some movies that you are looking forward to for the remainder of 2025? So,
Yeah.
How do you want to start this? You want to kick things off? You want me?
Yeah, I can go ahead and go. These are in no particular order.
Okay.
So I don't know if we already said this, but we're gonna do, I think, 5 each.
5 apiece.
5 apiece. Ken, he surprisingly could have thought of more, but
I had like 12 that I was
which
kind of
is
interested in.
kind of interesting, because I feel like you're always like down on every new thing that comes out.
Well,
but anyway.
So I put 2 more back on there. I'll have a couple honorable mentions. I'll
Okay.
save them for the end.
Okay. First up, I've got Him. This is Jordan Peele's new movie.
Produced. He's not directing it.
Produced. My bad. This one, I feel like we still don't know like too much about it. It's from what I gather, it's just about like this football player, and they're kind of like, making him be this like great football player, but it seems like there's something like supernatural, demonic, something weird's going on with this football player though. And it probably just has to do with like, what it takes to be the best, and how, you might kind of deal with the devil a little bit.
Yeah, maybe he sold his soul to be,
yeah,
be a
that
great
kind of
football
thing.
player or something like that.
Yeah, so I don't know. It definitely looks very intriguing. I'm still not quite, like, I'm excited for it. I'm not quite sure, though, if I'm, like, excited enough to go to the theater to see it.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah. So, Him. There you go.
I'm excited for that one, too. My first one that I'm going to talk about is The Long Walk.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a Stephen King adaptation. It's basically, I think, set in this, future, not post-apocalyptic, but just kind of like, I'm not exactly sure what they call it, but just like a dystopian future. That's what I was trying to get to. So I think the premise is there's like 100 boys that have to keep up this like walking pace of 4 miles an hour, and if they don't,
They get shot.
Mm-hmm. And the winner like gets everything he ever wants for like the rest of his life. So, but I mean,
So, kind of like Squid Game.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, just a bunch of people. 99 of them have to die. One person wins, gets the spoilers.
Or, kind of like the Hunger Games a little bit. Like,
yeah, I'm sure there'll be. Is actually,
everybody like super poor in the future? And
maybe it might have that kind of Hunger Games aesthetic to it. I actually didn't watch the trailer. I just kind of know what the premise is. I know it's based on a Stephen King story. So, but I've from what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and I didn't write down when these movies come out, but as I'm editing this, I'll pop in when they come out, just in case you're curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, next up on my list is Zootopia 2.
Okay.
Sorry. Funny story, you did that in our other video too. You're a one-trick pony. Yeah, Zootopia 2, that was in my most anticipated list of 2025. And it's still on there. I don't think we've even got like an official trailer. We got like a little teaser, I believe. But we haven't got like an official trailer yet.
Kind of makes you wonder if it'll actually come out.
Why?
I don't know. Just sometimes it feels like we would have already got it for a new Disney movie.
It's coming out. Don't worry. Yeah. So Zootopia 2. I really enjoyed the first one, even though our kids are like much older now. I can still enjoy a good animated film. So I don't know. I feel like Zootopia is fun. So.
Yeah. Well, I just meant I know it's coming out. I just meant like by this year is what I meant. Like maybe it'll get delayed until because I think the first one did come out in like February or something.
Okay.
But my next one is the Naked Gun remake. I think there's several people that have already seen this by now, and that everybody's saying it's like really hilarious and like a return to form for like comedies, like new comedies, because we all know that comedies just haven't been great over the past 10 years. Everybody's afraid of offending or whatever, just
they're very filtered,
politically correct on everything, and everybody's saying like this is a real like throwback to the old school like spoof style comedies. And I think I've seen 2 trailers by now, and it both looks like the movie's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I like a good comedy. It's just like not quite that type. Like that type of movie is just not quite. I don't know, my thing. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
The comedy, like the type of comedy they're doing in the trailers, like mimics like the exact type of comedy in the old movies. So I feel like they're getting it perfect just from the trailers. They could be totally different in the movie itself.
Okay, next up on my list is Together, and this is like a horror, psychological.
Yeah, a little bit of like a body horror, psychological thriller.
Horror movie. It has what's his name? Dave Franco, and his wife Allison Brie. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do feel like the trailer like gives too much away.
I do too.
Yeah,
and we've also seen it like 8 times in the theater, I feel like.
Yeah, the trailer is like pretty long for this type of movie. Like I just feel like it shows way too much. So unless, there's some kind of like twist or, something that we don't know, it just does feel like they've kind of laid it all out there for us, which is kind of a bummer, but we'll see. I still think that it looks, intriguing. I don't know. I feel like I heard that it's one of those like limited releases.
Yeah, I'm sure will be at first, but if it gains like some kind of traction, then they'll start making it go wide.
But also, it was kind of involved in some controversy.
A little bit of plagiarism controversy.
Yeah, they were saying that like they had copied someone else's, or they had gotten like I guess like a what do you call it? A screenplay? I don't know. They had got like a script or something for a movie that was like pretty much it was like they took ideas from this other person. Like they had met with someone and it seemed like they stole ideas from it or something.
I feel like that's been kind of proven to be false.
Okay.
Now or like they looked at the 2 scripts and there was like enough difference there. I don't know exactly.
I don't know.
That kind of stuff can get very weird.
Yeah.
But apparently they said that they wrote the script like long before that other script was wrote. I don't know.
Right. But I don't know if that could like affect anything or not, but as far as I know it's still coming out. I was just saying that I don't know like if we're going to be able to see it in the theater or not, but regardless, do plan on checking it out. So
yep. My next one is The Running Man, which is another Stephen King adaptation. Now this one came out in the 80s with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not there's a lot of people that are. I'm not a massive fan of the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but this one actually looks really cool. And it's directed by Edgar Wright, who also did Shaun of the Dead. He did Scott Pilgrim. He did Baby Driver, Last Night in Soho. So I feel like this one's going to have like a lot of style to it.
Okay.
And it's got Glenn Powell in the lead, and it just looks a lot less hokey than the original. Like it still, I think, has a similar premise. Like The Running Man's like a game show, and these are contestants that are like, having to face off against this like military operation or something.
Okay. I don't know if it was about a man who like literally couldn't quit running or something.
It's well, I mean, I got the long walk, the running man.
Right.
Everybody's got to run and walk, and
Yeah.
Stephen King stories. But yeah, it's also set in this like just dystopian world in reality. And,
Okay. Right.
But I'm excited. I think this one might be the definitive take on the story, whereas the '80s one's just very cheesy. I'm not a big fan.
All right. Okay, next up on my list, I've got Nobody 2.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the first Nobody. We saw it in theaters, and I just thought that it was a lot of fun. I feel like I'm not typically a huge, action film girly, but I really like Bob Odenkirk, and so, I don't know, he just really sold that movie for me, and I enjoyed it, and so, we've seen trailers of this new one.
Yeah, I like the trailer.
And the trailers look pretty good, it's like, giving me like National Lampoon vibes. Like
they're on vacation.
They're like going on vacation, and like his wife's kind of like, you're supposed to have stopped this, but like somebody like messes with his daughter or something, and it kind of just like makes him go back into his old self.
Just when I thought I was out, pulled me back in. Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it looks fun.
Was Christopher Lloyd in the trailer?
Yeah, he was.
I'm hoping he comes back. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I enjoy Bob Odenkirk, so.
Yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to that as well. My next one is Hell House Lineage.
Oh.
Which is the 5th Hell House movie.
I was going to say they're still making those.
I'm a little skeptical of this one because it's not going to be found footage. It's going to be like live action.
Okay.
But I do love the Hell House movies enough. I'll give it a chance. But like that's the whole gimmick of those movies.
Do the Hell House movies get theater releases?
I think it'll be on Shudder.
Oh, okay.
I think it'll be on Shudder. So I might not even see it until it comes to Blu-ray or something. But it is still something that I'm looking forward to, and I do want to check out just because I am such a big fan of those original 4 movies. Okay. I'm just hoping the switch to live action, or not live action, but just like more cinematic take on that franchise pays off. So
okay, so my last one is Weapons. Whenever I saw the preview for this one, it just kind of got me, hooked me in right away. It just looks super like. I like how they haven't like completely given everything away. I don't know. There's still some like mystery to it. But basically the premise is that these kids like disappeared one night, and they all happen to have been in this one particular teacher's classroom. And so the town's kind of like, I guess once they realize that, they kind of think that it has to do with her. I don't know. It looks super creepy. It looks like one of those like very atmospheric movies.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that one.
It's the same director as Barbarian.
Yeah.
Which
we enjoyed.
I really enjoyed that. I'm still waiting on that Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. This is my most anticipated as well. I kind of let you have this one for your list, but it's also on mine. It's my number one as well. So I just wanted to make that known. But it's got Josh Brolin. Mm-hmm. It's got Julia Garner, which she wasn't great in The Wolfman.
Yeah, we don't love her. She was great in Ozark, but I feel like she's kind of like a, one-hit wonder.
And she's in the new Fantastic Four movie coming up as well.
As the Silver Surfer, yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. It looks great, though. I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
My last one is Predator Badlands. I kind of struggle to put this one on here, but I am a Predator fan, so this one kind of looks cool. I'm just not sure about like the look of the Predators and like the seemingly like overuse of CGI. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't look as practical as I would like it to be. But it's got Elle Fanning in it. She's a great actress. I'm kind of intrigued on like what her role in this is going to be.
Yeah.
And I believe it is set on like the Predator planets as well, so that'll be interesting to kind of see that. Not for the first time, like we've kind of seen it before in other movies here and there, but like a whole movie on that planet.
Yeah.
Might be pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that one. And that one was the one that was on my list at the beginning of the year.
Gotcha.
As well.
Yeah, I love Elle Fanning, but I'm not really looking forward to that one. So.
Yeah. Fortunately, but this one's not going to be on Hulu for us to check out. Yeah. So I'll have to, go to the theaters.
We enjoyed Prey, so okay.
Yep. But that's my last one.
Okay. Are you gonna do your honorable mentions?
Oh, I forgot. You
or...
already had yours. So
Yeah, I'm
my
done.
2 honorable mentions were Wake Up Dead Man, which is the 3rd Knives Out movie, and that one will be on Netflix, and I'm sure that we'll check that out. And I'm kind of interested in that.
Okay.
And The Smashing Machine, which is a movie directed by, I think, just one of the Safdie brothers who did Uncut Gems, but it's also got The Rock in it. And this is a more like serious role for him. And then, Emily Blunt's in the movie as well. So
Gotcha.
kind of looking forward to that one.
Kind of gives me like The Wrestler vibes.
Yeah, a
Is that
little
what
bit.
it's called? The Wrestler?
The Wrestler, yeah.
Okay.
And it'll be cool to see The Rock in a more, serious, like dramatic role for the first time in a while because he's been doing all those family films and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, let us know what you're looking forward to. That's going to do it.
Yep. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.